Episcopal Maroon today. I'm
passionate, athletic, engaged, and dedicated.
I'm excited to have you seeing this.
You are watching EHS Live, home of the high school. Go Maroon!
All right, so we're winding down with 45 seconds here. We're at Ainsley Court for the volleyball game between Bishop O'Connell and your home team, Episcopal Maroon. I'm your analyst, joined with
The play-by-play, Stephen Lilly. This is the kickoff to the 2022-23 sports media fall season with some ladies volleyball. So we're
super excited to get started here.
Oh, yeah.
Team's been putting in a lot of hard work, so it should be a good year. As you can tune in at EHS Live.
And I'm pretty sure most of these girls came for the preseason event that we had 2 weeks before school came back, and so they've been getting in that work, on and off the court. So.
And Steve, I've been held aware by Bishop O'Connell's coach that they're not messing around this year. They're a really strong team out of the WCAC. Episcopal's out of VSL for girls sports. So
I heard Bishop O'Connell was pretty good team
pretty
last
good squad.
year.
So we're ready to get going.
Yeah, we'll be in for some good volleyball action here.
Yeah, as we're winding down here, clocks reach 0. Teams are starting to go out. I'm excited, Steve.
Oh yeah, I can hear some.
I've been looking forward to this all day.
Some pregame music playing, and I'm ready for a good season. This is gonna be
with
fun.
Some 21 Savage. We're good.
Oh yeah,
let's go.
Can't go wrong.
Peace.
I believe this is the national anthem.
Episcopal's breaking down the huddle right now, led by Coach Kim Adams and Coach Echo. And the Bishop O'Connell.
And these two coaches have been coaching together on this varsity squad for quite some time now, and they've been putting in very good work with these fine ladies, and so they have been very good at having some pretty good winning seasons.
And Coach Kim Adams is also the softball coach here at campus, if you knew that, Steve.
Oh, she is.
And the girls are getting hype. It's go time. We're ready to roll here.
Here we go.
So we're getting the breaking down huddles right here.
Maroon is breaking themselves down right now, and
I believe the Maroon are
getting the starters on the court.
Yeah, I believe the big player for the Maroon this year is Nala.
I believe so. Nala
just recently committed to University of Virginia.
Oh, is that
Congrats to Nala.
There you go.
But yeah, she seems to be the
time.
Heart of this team. So
I would agree with that.
Her having a big season will really be big for the Maroon this year.
Her and Olivia Kravachik.
Yeah, I've heard Ella Mae Fitzpatrick is very good too.
I hear.
So led by those three, I think they're due for a good season.
Yep.
Very good coach, and Miss Adams and Miss Echo, and yeah.
I hear the number 3 Ella Mae Fitzgerald plays a lot of summer volleyball as well. She goes a travel team apparently, which is
wow.
Yeah, so
she's ready to go then. And it looks like your starters for the Maroon are Nala Cornegie, Annabelle Savage, Nellie Miller, Jonesy Matthews, Chloe Smith, and for Bishop O'Connell we have number 11, Erin Debick, number 7, Grace Faunen, Number 10, T. Stamenkovic. Number 15, Madison Bowser. And number 5, Peyton Wieselmeyer. And number 4, Hannah Cobb. Look like they're ready to go. They look really excited.
And then our line judges for today, can't forget them. We have Zandy Vieg over there on the left corner, and then we've got Ella Marshall over down there on the right.
Shout out to those two.
And there, two Episcopal
as the serve goes up.
Students. Got Ella Fitzgerald with the beautiful save there. Oh, and that's a beautiful point by number 12 on the Episcopal Maroon, Nellie Miller. And
that's a really good start for the Maroon as they want to get on track here. Up 1-0 in the first set.
That is the first official points of the 2022-23 school year. And that ball is served out of bounds, and so Bishop O'Connell will be awarded that point. So it is a 1-1 game right now.
I think the key to this game is going to make sure that Episcopal can stretch out these longer possessions because O'Connell's a very good team. If they can keep them hanging around, then I think the Maroon have a really good shot to win today.
I agree. And here's number 8, Maya Cerezo. Annabelle Savage with the huge spike, but it's saved by Bishop O'Connell. Batted out. Set up perfectly. And that is a point for number 2, Annabelle Savage for the Episcopal.
Annabelle Savage with 2 big spikes there. That's what you want to see out of the Maroon. That second one, it was just too much for O'Connell to handle. They had 2 players on it and just didn't go their way. So
I love how she's on the first one she missed, but the second one she still went at it and got that point that she deserved.
I couldn't agree more, Steve.
That's a beautiful serve. Bill Bishop O'Connell sets it up for number 15, but that's saved by Ella Mae Fitzgerald. And that's number 12 on Bishop O'Connell, but it's the serve for Ella Mae with the beautiful tap.
As O'Connell gets that point.
I believe that was a line. I think one of their hands might have crossed the
I think that's what it
net
was.
line, which is what that nice referee is doing up there on that stanchion.
As O'Connell's setting up the serve.
Here's number 4 for O'Connell. That's beautifully set up. And that's going to be out of bounds by
just
Ella Mae
out.
Fitzgerald, number 3.
You know what, Steve? I mean, even though that's out, I really like the play from Ella Mae there. She goes with the left hand, tries to sneak it over the net. I mean, sometimes it's just could have hit the wrong spot of her hand or what, but I think she knows what she's doing, and I think that's a very good play from her.
Yeah. And I will say that these girls are definitely very good at faking the spike and then going for something short. And that's going to be tried to save by number 11 on Bishop O'Connell, Erin Depick, but it is saved a little too far out of bounds, and that's going to be 3-3 score, tie ball game in the first set.
Tell you, Steve, I'm really impressed by Annabelle Savage here. 2 big spikes to start off the game. She's got 2 out of 3 points for the Maroon right now.
Yeah.
So let's look out for her. Have a big game.
She's looking very good in terms of being on the volleyball court. So the Episcopal Maroon is doing a very good job here at the start. Down
as it is, they're down 3-4 here. O'Connell's serve as a recent Episcopal serve. We've got a little too much strength on it from
number 6
Chloe Smith.
Bishop O'Connell, Emily Rayburn is on the serve. That's barely just over the net.
Sneaks over.
Be saved, and that's another point for Bishop O'Connell. That's a great serve by, here again, number 6, Emily Rayburn.
Just like in tennis, Steve, when that ball just sneaks over that net, hits it, sneaks over, it's very tough to get it.
Very hard.
Maroon could not handle it.
And, you know, and I think ping pong might be the only sport that involves a net that a let is not allowed with the serve.
Wow.
Here's a beautiful
big
setup.
Rally here.
Behind setup for Annabelle Savage, and that is going to be out of bounds.
Maroon are down 3-6 here. I mean, that's a good spike by Annabelle Savage. She's doing the right thing there.
And
just a little too much strength on it.
I agree.
Nothing wrong with that,
you
but
know, it's early in the season. Those are bound to hit eventually, and so like I say, she just keeps doing what she's doing. Here's number 6. Emily Rayburn with the serve, saved by Ella Mae Fitzgerald. Set up perfectly for Ella Mae, right back to her, but she gets caught by the net. And that is going to be 7-3 Bishop O'Connell to start out the first set of this game.
Looks like the Maroons got a little jitters right now. I think they're going to be good. I mean, they look good. I like the tempo. I like the pace of them. They look hyped up, so Let's get on a little run here.
I do too. And here's Annabelle Savage trying with the spikes. I can see a little bit of frustration there, but I know she'll be back at it. Another great hit. Set up for number 10 and number 10 on Bishop.
Very strong.
Tia Stamenkovic with the point.
So I'd just like to announce the captains for Bishop O'Connell. Number 11, Aaron. Number 12, Grace. And number 15, Madison. They look like the heart and soul of this team.
That's a great save. Set up perfectly for Annabelle Savage. That's
great spike.
Sneak into the other team's side off of the missed save by number 12 on Bishop O'Connell, Grace Mariah.
As Charlotte Head subs in for Jonesy Matthews. Charlotte Head is number 1 on the Maroon, a senior. As Annabelle Savage subs out, looks like number 11, Layla Bond came on. So they're looking to get the advantage here.
That's a good serve by Charlotte Head coming off the bench. Shot up by May Fitzgerald, and that's going to be tried to spike.
Big spike.
Layla Bond, and it can
wow.
be saved.
Wow.
And there's May Fitzgerald.
Really good hit by May there.
Field.
I love that. Nice save.
Great save. And that
great job by the Maroon there. I'll tell you,
snuck in by number 3, May Fitzgerald.
Ella just proved how she's a superstar on this team.
I agree.
That was marvelous.
She's a senior. She's been playing since her freshman year. I know she's been trying to go for college, and so she's definitely a star on this Episcopal Maroon team for sure.
As the Maroon are down 5-8, that serve just sneaks out from Charlotte Head. I think the Maroon need to get, I think a key to win this game is get tight on the serves, make sure we're not losing any extra points.
I agree, and I think
it's been about a few of those.
And I think the coaching staff on the Episcopal Maroon might have realized that by adding Charlotte Head in, because she directly went into the serving box immediately as she entered the game, and so she might be, in basketball terms, the sixth man, as they could call it.
Oh, yeah. And that is just out. It is 5-10. Maroon are down by 5 here.
That's a
as that is a point, another point for O'Connell.
And here's number 12 on Bishop O'Connell, Grace Maria.
Really good step by Chloe Smith in the back there. Good bump by May Fitzgerald. As it is a fight at the net right now.
That's a great little tap by
Very good by the Maroon there. Very strong play.
And she barely snuck that by number 5, I believe, on Bishop O'Connell, Peyton Vesselmeyer, and so that was a much-needed point for the
Very needed,
Maroon.
Steve. I couldn't, as we got LMA set up for the serve here.
That's a good save. That's set up for 11. Does it cross court. And that is going to
big spike
soar out of bounds by number 12 in the Episcopal Maroon, Nellie Miller. And that is going to be a 12-6 Bishop O'Connell lead to start out this first set of this ball game.
And I had the nice opportunity to talk to Mrs. Adams before the game.
Oh, did you?
And she was telling me that they have 7 seniors, about half their team's seniors this year. So
that's a good amount.
They have a lot of veteran leadership on this team.
That's a good save by number 11 on Bishop O'Connell.
Gotta move, bro.
And that's set up for the spike. Oh, and Olivia Kravasic, number 4, just tried to tap that with her.
As Miss Adams calls the timeout, I think the Maroon need to settle down here. Get the game plan in, as this is a very, very, very strong Bishop O'Connell team, Steve.
And Bishop O'Connell, I think they just got off to a little bit of a fast start on this game, and I think the Episcopal Maroon are maybe a second set team at the start of the season, and they may need some time to get used to playing again, and I'm sure they'll come back, and I'm not too worried about the second and third set.
A little shout out here to Jackson Yarbrough. a new producer here for the EHS Live.
Yep, and the whole Episcopal sports media team has been doing a very good job at learning all of their new jobs that we have.
Yeah, definitely.
We got some pretty new equipment, which is making the broadcast that much better.
Shout out Coach David.
So we are very, very pleased with the equipment that we've just added to this arsenal.
100%. Coach Luke David's he's trying to revamp our EHS Live account. I couldn't be more appreciative than that.
I completely agree.
It's awesome.
I don't know if anyone
just a great program we have here. So
if anyone noticed this summer that the YouTube account was for some reason deleted, and so we're very happy to say that we got that back, and that was a great
as the Maroon get the point.
That's by number 15, Madison Bowser, with the epic block for Bishop O'Connell.
Unfortunately, it lands just out of bounds. Maroon get the point. It's 7-13. As number 1 for Bishop O'Connell and number 10 sub out. Number 10 is Tia and Hannah.
And here's Olivia Kravasic on the serve for Episcopal Maroon after they got that point. And that is going to soar just short of the net and going to be a Bishop O'Connell point. And they are going to serve with number 11, Aaron Debick.
As Kravasic subs out for Chloe Smith for the Maroon. I'll tell you, Steve, one of my key takeaways so far. I think the Maroon need to get Nala Cornegie more involved.
I would have to say so. I think she's a key asset to this team, and I would have to agree. I think her as
big
well
spike
as
from Nelly.
Some much needed.
Oh
my goodness,
that was
an
a
amazing spike.
That
by
was
number
crazy.
15 on Bishop O'Connell, Madison Bowser, right into the chest of LMA Fitzgerald.
I haven't watched any Bishop O'Connell volleyball, but for his first 22 points, it looks like Madison Bowser stealing the show.
I would have to say so. And here's Nala Cornegie, who we need to get involved, and that was just tipped by Nala, number 8, barely missed off the ground. And
Maroon are down almost double digits now, down 9 points. They're going to need a little bit of a rekindling here.
And here's number 11, Aaron Devick, with the serve for Bishop O'Connell. That's saved by LMA Fitzgerald, tapped up. And that is number 12.
Great spike by Nelly. Maroon. Good job, Nelly. Great spike.
Number 12 for the Episcopal Maroon, Nelly Miller, with the great point that couldn't be saved by
needed.
Bishop O'Connell.
As Annabelle Savage and LMA Fitzgerald check back in for the Maroon, Layla Bond and Charlotte Head look to be headed to the bench for now.
Just for now. Plenty of game left.
Plenty of game, Steve. I believe this is a best of 5 sets here. So.
Oh, is it?
I think it is, Steve.
That was a very good set by,
Great.
I believe that was number 9 on the Episcopal Maroon, Jonesy Matthews. And I believe we got that point. So it is now 9-16. The Episcopal Maroon is down 7 points. I think this new server we have, Jonesy Matthews, might just be the key.
Another big serve by Jonesy. Good save.
And that's going to be tried to tap by number 12, Nelly Miller.
I'll tell you, Steve, I am impressed by Madison Bowser right now. Another big spike for the Bishop O'Connell as they take a 17-9 lead.
I believe that might be 3 points for that.
Number 8 checking in for O'Connell. That is Maya Cerveza. And
she's going to be serving the ball.
I may be wrong, but I believe number 5, Peyton Visselmeyer, just checked out. So O'Connell's looking to get a little break for Peyton. And she's serving. Really good serve.
Great save by Annabelle Savage. Tipped it back to
big
number 12, Nelly Miller. And that's a point for Nelly Miller in the Episcopal Maroon. Scoreboard is 10-17.
Nelly Miller looks like one of Episcopal's key pieces this year. I believe she's a new student, so hopefully she can help this team get some wins.
I agree. And here she is, Nelly Miller.
Might have just jinxed her.
That serve soared a little bit out of bounds, but
as number 10 for Bishop O'Connell, T.S. Staminkovic checks in for Madison Bowser. This should be Episcopal's time to get some points back with Madison out. She's been the key for Bishop O'Connell this game.
I agree. And here's Annabelle Savage with the spike, and that is a point for the Episcopal Maroon, and I think that right there might be the start of some momentum right there. And the scoreboard may look a little bad, but I do believe that these girls can definitely get it done in the first set and have a little bit of a comeback here.
I could not agree more, Steve. I could not agree more. Dude.
And that is another point off the serve. Oh, for Bishop O'Connell.
As number 7 for O'Connell checks out, that is Grace Fawnin.
And the Episcopal High School serve was just soared out of bounds. And here's number 6 for Bishop O'Connell with the serve, Emily Rayburn. Set up perfectly for
great
spike. Bassick with the
That's
spike.
Awesome.
And number 3, Ella Mae Fitzgerald, is getting extremely hype on the court. You can see her.
The bench is going crazy.
Yep, and you can see her real passion for the game and passion for her teammates as well. She wants to win this thing just as bad as Bishop O'Connell does, and she wants her team to be on the same wavelength as her.
As Layla Bond and Charlotte Head check in for Jonesy Matthews and
Annabelle Savage. Yep.
It is 19-12, Bishop O'Connell.
And let's see if this Ella Mae, Leila, and Olivia
good serve from Charlotte Head there.
Do anything for us. Good save. That's going to try to be tapped by Leila Bond, number 11. And that is another great save by number 12, Nellie Miller.
I'll tell you, I'm very impressed by Nellie Miller. She's putting on a strong showing today.
I agree.
I wouldn't say carrying the Maroon squad, but she's certainly helping them. As they're down 8 right now, they're looking for a little bit of a little bit of a run before the set ends. So
the Maroon may be down, but I would say that their enthusiasm on the court definitely does not appear to be like a losing team at the moment.
Great bump by Layla Bond there.
That's a good punch of the ball by Layla Bond.
Good job from the Maroon there.
That will be another Maroon point as we are down 7 at the moment, 13-20. And I think that the momentum may start right here.
As for our viewers, if you're just joining us, this is Episcopal Maroon versus Bishop O'Connell in volleyball. As the score is now 20-14.
And that was Ella Mae Fitzgerald with the serving point, as the Bishop O'Connell defense just could not save that ball.
As we're in the Ainsley court here, where my co-host Steve, varsity basketball team, looking for a big year.
Oh yeah, I believe we'll have a pretty good year. I'm looking forward to it. We've got some good new players added to the team this year, so it'll be fun.
Big spike come from Nellie. Great play.
And that could not be saved, as that's double tapped by number 11 on Bishop O'Connell, Aaron Debick, and that is an Episcopal Maroon point.
And Steve, if I have my facts right, I believe that Episcopal's down 9 points. Now they're only down 5. It's 20-15. This game is a lot closer than people may have been thinking.
If that's not a tiny comeback, then I don't know what is. And that is a point.
And that is in
for number 3, Ella Mae Fitzgerald, as she was.
As Bishop O'Connell calls a timeout, as Episcopal goes on a massive run, only down 4 points.
Massive run led by Ella Mae Fitzgerald, number 3 on the Episcopal Maroon, with those 2 acing serves that she had. And
coach for Bishop Bishop O'Connell looks like he's trying to calm down the girls right now.
Yeah, and I think the other side of the court, the Episcopal Maroon girls, are trying to get fired up a little bit.
Yeah.
I think that with this now 4-point,
you can see
down 4 points, I think they're definitely going to try and make this even closer than it already is.
You can see some veteran leadership there from Ella Mae Fitzgerald, as she was talking to number 12, Nellie Miller, on the sideline.
Yep.
Just giving a little senior wisdom there.
And I believe Ella Mae Fitzgerald is going to continue serving that ball, as she has been doing so well in this rest of the set.
Yes, sir.
And here we go from the timeout. Ella Mae Fitzgerald with the serve, and the whistle is blown. The line judge, for some reason, he didn't say. I think everybody's laughing on the court a little bit. Might have been a joke.
Coach for O'Connell's, he's right up on the court there. He looks serious.
Yeah, he is definitely mighty close.
He's locked in.
And that's a good save by number 12 on Bishop O'Connell. Here's the
big spike
by number 11, but that might have been out of bounds. And it was not.
No, just out. 20-17 Maroon, it looks like.
Wow. That's a big
A little
point.
confusing as the O'Connell girls start celebrating. Maybe they didn't realize that ball went out. As number 10 subbing out
Actually,
for number 1, Kara near pass for the Bishop O'Connell.
and ladies and gentlemen, sorry for the confusion, but I do believe that point was awarded to the Bishop O'Connell
Oh, excuse
team,
me.
as that ball just barely touched the in line, as they are now serving with number 1, Kara near pass.
As it is a 21-16 game here.
And the line judge, Sandy Vieg, was just called back. She is laughing over there, and that's a great save. Set up perfectly for number 12, Nellie Miller. And Olivia Kravasic and Leela Bond tried to save it at the top with their tall height, but they could not do it as they just tipped it and it hit the Episcopal Maroon side, as that's a 22-16 lead for the Bishop O'Connell team. Good save set up for the spike by Olivia Kravasic, and that's another point, as this is a very back-and-forth game, if you ask
Steve.
me.
Yeah. Pistol's trying to tie this thing up, as it is, I believe, 22-17 here.
Yeah.
Pistol down 5. It's number 4 for Bishop O'Connell. Hannah Codd checks into the game. Subs out number 1, who just served Kara near pass.
Subbed out of the game, along with number 10, Tia Stamankovic. And that will be set up for number 12 on Bishop O'Connell, but it's saved by Olivia Kravasic, and that's going to be tried to save by Charlotte Head, number 1, but it's going to be just pushed out of bounds, and I think that the yearbook staff and her were laughing a little bit as she fell almost right into the 2 photographers that we have sitting courtside. And that would not have been good.
Steve, I'm looking at about 7 photographers here for the Maroon. This is should have some nice flicks after the game.
Oh, we should. And that ball is going to soar just out of bounds by number 8, Nala Kornegay.
As Pistol started creeping in the game, Bishop O'Connell seemed to shut that door a little bit more.
I would say so.
As they're up by 7 points here, 24-17.
If I'm not mistaken, this might be game point for the or set point for the Bishop O'Connell, as LMA Fitzgerald rolls
Bishop
on
O'Connell
top
with the big
of
celebration. It's okay. Maroon down 1 set. I mean, what were your key takeaways there, Steve?
My key takeaways is I think the Episcopal Maroons started out a little bit slow. They gained momentum as they were going back and forth with the Bishop O'Connell team, but
absolutely,
Bishop O'Connell is just a good team to play against. They've been coached well, and I just think the Episcopal Maroon needs to bring that intensity that they brought in the second half of that set the whole way through.
I think my key takeaway at least is I think Episcopal needs to start nailing these serves. Get them all in bounds so they're not losing any excess points. This is a team that you're playing that you cannot afford to give points to.
Yep, I agree.
As we spoke to me and one of my co-hosts, Drew Hayno, we spoke to Bishop O'Connell's coach, and he was telling us how last year, number 1 in the WCAC, very, very competitive volleyball conference for the girls, and located around D.C. area. And also they were number 2 in this. They finished runner-up in the state, so
that's pretty incredible.
Episcopal was about 4 in the ISL last year, and they won a big tournament. So,
well, that's very good. And
I don't think they graduated many seniors, so Episcopal's looking to strike back this year.
That's good. We definitely need a good volleyball season in the winter. And ladies and gentlemen, a fun fact about volleyball that I read was that the average player per game in volleyball jumps about 300 times, believe it or not. And, you know, I read that stat, and I was pretty surprised, as a matter of fact, because I just thought that's a lot of jumping.
It's a lot of jumping.
You know?
It's almost like you're hooping.
Almost, yeah, just about. But
on God. So the Maroon are down 1-0 in the sets. New game coming here, or new set, excuse me.
We're ticking down to
about a minute and 10 seconds left.
Yeah.
As I'd like to shout out director Joe Bell. And soon here, me and Steve are unfortunately going to hop off the mic. Not for this next set, but I believe the one after it. And we'll be giving the keys to Anderson Davis and Drew Hayno. As Drew Hayno's after next set, we'll be handing it over to them.
And the Bishop O'Connell girls, I believe, are coming out as they are on the court with their coach. And there's a little above 30 seconds left, 30 exactly right now. And here comes some Episcopal High School students coming rolling in for this start of the second set.
The JV team is coming in here and led by Coach Davies. Wow.
Coach Davies and Coach Wilson. And I believe that with these students added to this gym, this might create the noise that this Episcopal Maroon team needed to maybe keep that fire that they had at the end of the second set. Keep that going.
Absolutely, Steve. I think if they can get off to a solid start, hang right with them by a thread, I think they have a good chance to win this set.
Yeah, and as the buzzer sounds on the shot clock, I believe that's going to be the start of the second set here.
Here we go. Maroon look pumped up, let me tell you.
I agree.
Let me tell you.
I think that new addition of those students really brought a fire that they didn't know they had at the start of the season.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more.
And I believe this is the other referee of the game explaining something to the Bishop O'Connell ladies, but I believe they've got it all figured out now. And so this set should get underway.
Most definitely, as the JV girls look to cheering them on very strong.
Oh, yeah.
As Coco Farish is hopping on the camera. Wow.
How about that?
Wow. How about Coco on the camera? It's dangerous. She is new to our sports media team. Very good with the camera. Learned a lot in these past few days. So everyone's excited around the sports media team here. So we're all ready to go.
It
should be a great year.
Here's number 9, Jonesy Matthews with the serve just to open the second set. That's going to be tried to spike by number 5 on Bishop O'Connell, but that's saved. Nala Cornegie with the block.
This is over the line for the Maroon, and that is a point for Bishop O'Connell.
That is a line call as number 11 on Bishop O'Connell, Aaron Devick, the team captain, is going to take this serve to start their opening set.
She is one of the 2 servers on this team, along with Emily Rayburn.
That's a great save by Ella Mae Fitzgerald, and that will be spiked. No one able to touch it by number 2, Annabelle Savage. That's going to be a 1-1 tie.
Great spike there from Annabelle Savage as the girls look to get on a little run here. It's 1-1.
As both teams have...
I'm feeling a W from the set here, Steve.
I hope so. And both teams now have gotten on the board to start the second set.
The girls have been working really hard and trying to knock off this very challenging team in Bishop O'Connell. Yep. So.
And that was just sort of out of bounds as number 15 on Bishop O'Connell, Madison Bowser, tries to spike that one as she did mostly in the first set.
Yep.
That success did not come there as number 12 on Episcopal High School, Nellie Miller, serves that. Number 12 on Bishop O'Connell spikes that, and it's tried to save by number 6, Chloe Smith.
Just out of her reach there.
And she's in number 16, white, for today. And she, I believe, is the team captain, maybe? I'm not sure.
As a quick fact, I learned that the girls in the white are the liberos.
Liberos? Interesting.
Yeah. Liberos.
Well, maybe they only had a number 16 jersey. But
yeah, number 6 on the sheet, number 16 in the game. That's what we're rolling with.
I can remember that. As number 9, Jonesy Matthews rolls the ball to number 8 on Bishop O'Connell, Maya Cerezo. And she is going to spike this ball for Bishop O'Connell. That's saved. Batted up. Ella Mae Fitzgerald with the spike. Barely gets over the net. And that's Nala Cornegie.
Great spike by Nala there. As it ties it up. Wow. I'll tell you, Nala put some extra juice in that one.
And I believe number 15 on Bishop O'Connell, Madison Bowser, did not agree with that call, as she thought that ball went out of bounds. But
it was close, Steve. I couldn't really tell. I don't have that volleyball eye, but Looked very close.
I say that went in for the Episcopal Maroon.
Yeah.
That's a
great
good save by
job by Annabelle Savage
Annabelle
there.
Savage. Very close to the line judge. If he would have seen that line call, he would have called it. So I'm glad that he didn't, and that's a 4-3 lead for the Episcopal Maroon. I believe this is their first lead of the game of these two sets, if I'm not mistaken.
Most definitely.
Here's number 6, Chloe Smith with the serve. That's saved. And that is spiked extremely hard by number 12 on Bishop O'Connell, Grace Maria.
She is a captain, and her position is OH.
OH, baby.
So I'm joined here with a little Henry Cunningham action.
Henry Cunningham was one of the cameramen on the camera number 1 that we have.
Out of Utah.
He's giggling a little bit right now. I'm not
big
totally
West
sure
Coast
why.
guy.
But that is another point by the Episcopal Maroon. As number 12 on Bishop O'Connell could not save that. She is showing a little bit of frustration.
As Steve, according to my like little calculations, this is the first lead Episcopal's had all game. All match. Up 5-4 right now.
Yeah,
they're looking good.
Yes, sir. Absolutely. And I believe they just had a 4-3 lead just a second ago. But
yeah, they did.
Yeah. And that ball soars over the line as number 1 on Episcopal, Charlotte Head, tries to dive and save that ball, but it soars out of bounds as it is a 5-5 tie in this ball game here. In the second set of the opening day game for the Episcopal school year. Here's Leila Baum with the spike, but that is blocked and saved by the big wall that they have, Bishop O'Connell. Another spike by number 12, Grace Maria, and that was tried to have that brick wall stop them on the Episcopal Maroon side, but
good effort by Leila Bond there, but just couldn't come down with it.
And it is 5-6 Bishop O'Connell as they serve, with LMA Fitzgerald saving that, and she gets the ball right back and comes with the spike.
Monster spike there.
And then there's number 12 again, but that ball soars out of bounds. And I think on this second set, number 12 is really putting in a lot of production out on that court, and she might be the key to this second set for this O'Connell team.
Most definitely. That's Grace Maria.
And that ball just soars barely over the net as it skims it by LMA Fitzgerald, but it is saved. And that ball is tapped by Olivia Kravasic.
Good
diving save by LMA
Fitzgerald. By the Maroon! Wow.
And that is a 7-6 lead as LMA Fitzgerald and the team go absolutely crazy as they show their enthusiasm.
I don't know about you, Steve, but that just got me hyped up.
That got me hyped up. And here's LMA Fitzgerald with the serve again to continue. And that is an ace as number 8 on Bishop O'Connell, Maya Cerezo, tries to dive for that. And
can't come up with it.
LMA Fitzgerald is very good at serving the ball as the Episcopal Maroon now have an 8-6 lead on this O'Connell team to start the second set.
LMA is very, very good at all aspects of the game.
I would have to agree. And her serve is just one of those serves that's quite unstoppable, as she's been doing it for so many years. And she tries to dive and save that to pass it to number 12 to bat it up, but Nellie Smith could not react in time, and that's going to be a Bishop O'Connell point.
8-7 Maroon lead here. Shout out to camera 2 over there. Camera 1, Gus Scardino. Shout out.
That's a big spike by number 12 on Bishop O'Connell, but that cannot be saved by the Episcopal Maroon team. And look at that JV volleyball squad over there in the crowd coming to support these varsity athletes on their first game here at the high school.
As it is 8-8 tie game here.
That ball batted up by Charlotte Head, and that's going to be retrieved by Nellie Smith. For the spike, number 12 barely gets over the net as that ball is tried to save, but saved just out of bounds over to the Episcopal bench. And that is going to be a 9-8 Bishop O'Connell lead as this second set is having a lot of lead changes so far. Here's number 12 again with the serve. Set saved by Nellie Smith. Olivia Kravasic with the spike. It cannot be saved by number 6 on Bishop O'Connell as that soars out of bounds just over the O'Connell bench, and it is 9-9.
Tie game here. As we're currently in the second set. For any new viewers, it is 1-0 Bishop O'Connell, as it is 9-9 in this current set.
And that cannot be saved as that's another point for the Episcopal Maroon as they take this 10-9 lead.
Great job there by number 12, Nellie Miller.
And those JV girls over in the crowd are really making some noise.
Yeah, I think that's given the Maroon a little bit of momentum here as it was 10-9.
I would have to say
First to 25, so.
That ball is served just over the net. Spikes served up. Set by Charlotte Head for Nalo Cornegie. Saved by Olivia Kravasic. Nellie Smith with the tap just over the net.
Good rally here from the girls. Well, Bond, big spike saved.
And this is an incredible rally here as Nalo Cornegie just taps it over the net to reset the ladies. That's a great save by Olivia Kravasic. And that ball was not placed correctly to number 12, Nellie Smith, but that ball just soars on the Episcopal Maroon. Nellie Miller, as that ball just soars to the Maroon side as it's a 10-10 tie ball game here.
Serve coming from number 1.
That ball just gets over the net as LMA Fitzgerald dives for it. And that ball is saved.
LMA's giving it everything she's got this game.
Chloe Smith with the save. Baston number 1.
Good bump there by Lila Bond.
That is a fast spike by Madison Bowser as she just pounds that ball right into the Episcopal
Steve,
side of the court.
I think you could have put four volleyball teams there all together. I don't think anyone's stopping that spike.
That was a powerful spike.
That was insane. As Episcopal falls down, so they're down 11-10.
That's set for LMA Fitzgerald from Charlotte Head. That ball was spiked by number 11 on Bishop O'Connell. Erin Debick, as the Episcopal Maroon, Chloe Smith tried to dive for that ball, but
as it is 12-10, Bishop O'Connell leads the Episcopal Maroon of the Holy Hill.
Go Maroon.
Go Maroon, in fact.
Great save as this is a diving save by Nellie Miller. And that ball is just out of bounds.
Close.
Bishop O'Connell takes a commanding 13-10 lead in this set.
As they say, Steve, close, but no cigar.
No cigar, I'll tell you that much. And here are the ladies of Bishop O'Connell as Madison Bowser again with the strong spike.
Timeout by Miss Adams as Bishop O'Connell goes on a 6-0 run.
And Nala Cornegie just could not do anything about that spike as they met right at the top of the net.
So it is 14-10 Bishop O'Connell. Wow, big run by O'Connell here as they're looking to keep this lead up. The Maroon look to come back here and unite as a team. Come back to play some good old volleyball.
For sure. There's 30 seconds left in this timeout as the Bishop O'Connell team is already set up and ready to play, but the Episcopal Maroon are talking over it a little bit more. As
they're getting all of this minute timeout as there's about 15 seconds left in it.
Coach Adams is talking to their team to get this momentum back on the Episcopal side of the ball. They're going to hopefully get some points as number 1 on the Episcopal Maroon is Charlotte Head is jumping for joy as she's ready to get back out there and win
Charlotte
this set.
Head looks absolutely hyped.
That's Ella Fitzgerald, set by number 1, Charlotte Head. Another set for Nala Cornegie as she fakes the spike. And that ball is passed back to number 11, Layla Bond, as that is a point for the Episcopal Maroon.
Butter the biscuit.
And it is an 11-14 Bishop O'Connell lead. Whoa, was that?
No way.
I don't
As they
know
called that out.
about that.
I saw it, Steve, and for a matter of fact, it was not out. That was in.
And ball does not lie as Leela Bond
Ball
gets a
don't
point
lie.
for the Episcopal Maroon. Ball does not lie.
As excuse us, we said it was 14 to 10, and then it went to or 15 to 10. Excuse me. In fact, it was 14-11. Now it's 15-11. Sorry, it was 14-10. Now it is. It was 15-10. Now it's 15-11.
It's 15-11 in this ball game as the Episcopal Maroon just got that point. Ball does not lie by Leela Bond, as that rule applies for every sport. And this ball will be passed to Nellie Miller. Tried to save by Nala Cornegie. Batted by 11. Spiked by number 11, Aaron Devick on Bishop O'Connell, as that is a 16-11 Bishop O'Connell lead. And Aaron Devick will serve this ball for Bishop O'Connell. Good save by Chloe Smith.
Very good job on Nellie Miller there. She just sneaks it over the net for a little bit of a bump there.
And that's a great point by Nellie Miller. She went for the fake spike and came down and just barely tapped it over the net to kind of lead the other team on a little bit. That's a good serve by Nellie Miller. Again, as number 11, Aaron Devick, or maybe that was number 12, Grace Maria, spikes that just a little far as that soars out of bounds for the 13-16 Bishop O'Connell lead. As Nellie Miller serves that just over the net, as that is another ace for the Episcopal Maroon, as it is only a 2-point game right now.
Nellie Miller has been in the game the whole time, Steve. Her and Nala have not been taken out as of right now. Good rally, good little rally here.
That's a great diving save by Chloe Smith as number 12, Nellie Miller, goes for the bat. Another diving save by Nellie Miller, as that's going to be tried to spike by Annabelle Savage, and that is a point for a little punch tap just over the net by Annabelle Savage.
And the Maroon are on a run here.
They are. They're on a 4-point run, I believe, and then it's a 15-16 ball game we have here as the Episcopal Maroon are only down 1 point.
Nellie Miller's serve's been coming in clutch.
And that just soars out of bounds by Nellie Miller.
May have just jinxed her, but
might have. But there's a lot of game left to play here.
A lot of game. 17-15. Bishop O'Connell leads this contest.
That's Nellie Smith, and that's Nala Cornegie with the amazing tap as she cannot dive and save the ball. Number 11 on Bishop O'Connell, Aaron Devick, and that was an incredible athletic shot by Nala Cornegie.
As Nala subs out for the first time this match.
That was amazing. That was truly amazing. She faked with her right hand and then tapped it with her left hand off to the left side of the court.
God,
And it is 16-17 here as Chloe Smith serves that ball. Number 15, Madison Bowser, Hits that, and that is another point scored by number 12 on Episcopal High School, Nellie Miller, and it is a 17-17 ball game, ladies and gentlemen.
This is a good game, Steve.
And that was the comeback we needed. It is a tie ball game. Episcopal serving, Miss Chloe Smith back there. What is the white shirt called again?
The Libera.
The Libera is serving for the Episcopal Maroon, Chloe Smith. And that is a huge spike by LMA Fitzgerald, but it is saved, batted back.
Emotions are crazy right now as that point goes to Bishop O'Connell.
And that ball landed just in front of the Episcopal bench, and they, I believe, might have thought that ball went out of bounds.
Looks like Charlotte Head didn't really agree with that call.
And if that is so, then that means number 4 on Bishop O'Connell, Hannah Cobb, is going to be serving as they take an 18-17 lead. And here's her serve. As that soars a little bit out of bounds. Oh,
nope,
wait.
In.
Wow.
Aced it. 19-17.
That was a perfect ace to the back left corner of that. That ball's rolled right back to number 4, Hannah Cobb, to serve this ball. And that ball is finally out of bounds for the Episcopal Maroon point, as that's going to be served by, I believe, I'm not sure, as they're doing substitutes right now.
Jonesy Matthews heads out of the game.
That was an Episcopal High School point. As that ball soars just out of bounds, as Charlotte Head's going to take this serve.
As it is 19-18 Maroon trail by 1 point here in the second set.
And that's a strong serve by Charlotte Head. Going to be spiked down by number 12 on Bishop O'Connell, Grace Maria.
She's had a strong second set, Steve.
She really has, and she was frustrated a little bit at the beginning of the set just because of those few points the Episcopal Maroon had, but she's really done pretty well this second set as the Maroon are down by 2 points, 20-18.
Special shout out for the football team tonight. It's a big opener of the season. Playing Loudoun Valley.
Yep. Friday Night Lights.
As the Maroon get a point there, as it is 20-19. We're getting the final 5 points here, Steve. It is going to be a big time set if the Episcopal Maroon can pull this one out.
They call it a barn burner.
They do.
Let's see it burn.
Let's see that burn.
And this has just been a complete back and forth set the entire time, as that is a beautiful punch by Olivia Kravasic. And that ball just soars out of bounds by LMA Fitzgerald, as she, I know, really wanted that point to be a few more inches off to the right. But no worries, as the Episcopal Maroon are now down 2 points with number 12, Grace Maria, with the serve. Charlotte Head to set this ball up for the tap by Nellie Miller. And that ball is going to be batted out. Saved by Charlotte Head. Nellie Miller with the spike. And that block goes off of Olivia Kravasic and then bounced off of Nellie Miller and then bounced on the ground. That was crazy. That was a double reflection. And then there's a timeout for the Episcopal Maroon, I believe, as Bishop O'Connell just got 2 big points that might have them take the second set if the Episcopal Maroon don't talk this over, as they're doing right now. And I know that Coach Adams and Coach Echo are definitely going to coach these girls till hopefully when this next set is a point was just taken off for the Episcopal Maroon, as I believe one of those line calls may have been overturned. Oh, no, it was just added back on. as the referee's over by the scores table trying to figure that out. 10 seconds left in this halftime.
As it is 22-19, the Bishop O'Connell leads. And if you're new here, Bishop O'Connell is in the blue and black, as the Maroon are in the black, red, and white on the, I guess it would be the viewer's right side of the camera.
Yep.
As O'Connell looks to serve here, led by number 12, Grace Maria.
And O'Connell is up 3 points right now, 19-22.
This would be a big set for Episcopal to win here.
It would be.
It'd be massive.
Here's Nellie Miller shooting it all the way across court, but it just goes out of bounds, as that is another point for the Bishop O'Connell team.
As they look like they're pulling away with this set, 23-19.
Still time. O'Connell needs 2 more points to seal the deal and steal this second set.
Maroon need, looks like 6.
And there's Leila Bond passing it just far right corner. And that just goes over the net.
There's just nothing you can do about that.
Yeah, and that's why it's illegal in ping pong, because you just can't predict where that ball is going to go once it deflects off the net. And that's a tough break, as the Bishop O'Connell team is entering their game point for this second set.
That is, it is 24-19. O'Connell leads by 5, needing 1 point here as they serve.
And that
right
ball
at
is
the net.
deflected by the net, as that's a point, much needed
by
point.
the net, and it is 24-20.
That is a much needed point for the Episcopal Maroon, as we're going to serve with Olivia Kravasic, number 4. And I believe the Bishop O'Connell ladies are going to take a timeout here and talk things over, as they still have game point, but the Episcopal Maroon have the ball as they serve to hopefully make a quick comeback and steal this game by 2 points. Now, I don't know if you knew this, but every set has to be won by 2 points or more. So you got to win by 2. So hopefully the Episcopal Maroon can get 4 points on the board quickly.
Yeah, absolutely. As I believe the reason for that timeout is because I don't know. Maybe O'Connell realized the Episcopal might be a little more locked in than that right now.
Yeah,
They need to get a little confidence back and get this one. They only needed 1 point, Steve.
Yeah.
1 point.
I think the O'Connell team, I think the coach just knew that the Maroon is not quitting. So I think he was getting them prepared for what's about to come.
Yes, sir. I couldn't have said it better, Steve. I could not have said it better.
And Olivia Kravasic, the shot clock horn blew as she was serving the ball, and so that messed her up a little bit. So she's going to get a reserve here. And here's a good buddy of mine, Alden
Lotoff,
walking
absolute
by the
demon on
camera.
the tennis court.
There he is. This ball's saved. Batted up by Olivia Kravasic over the net. And that's a great save by number 8, Nala Cornegie.
Wow.
As Episcopal takes a 21-24 down
Episcopal's
by
coming back here.
only 3 points in this here
Steve,
second set.
I'm sniffing a comeback.
I am sniffing a comeback, baby.
It's boofing like a comeback right now.
Oh, it is reeking for sure. And that just goes over the net, saved by Bishop O'Connell, as Ella Mae Fitzgerald saves that one. And that's going to just go over the right side of that pole by Nellie Miller.
As the Episcopal Maroon fall the second set.
And
here.
they fall 21-25 to Bishop O'Connell.
And ladies and gentlemen, Corn Armstrong and Stephen Lilly, we're signing off now. We're about to hand the keys over to Anderson Davis and Drew Haino.
Yep,
Two absolutely beautiful young men. So
they'll be taking over for this third and fourth and possibly fifth set.
As I'd like to thank you guys for listening in. It was a pleasure. And we'll be back soon on EHS Live. Thanks, y'all. Here's Anderson and Drano.
Signing out. Peace.
What's up, y'all? I'm Drew Hano. I'll be your analyst for today, taking over for Quinn Armstrong.
Hi, my name is Anderson Davis. I'm going to be doing the play-by-play.
I'm a junior at Episcopal.
So we're just starting up the third set of the Bishop O'Connell Episcopal game.
Bishop O'Connell is currently leading 2-0. It's a best-of-5 series, so Bishop O'Connell wins here, they'll take the match. So Episcopal's looking to get a game back here.
Starting serve by number 11. Going over to the Episcopal side.
That's a point right there for Bishop O'Connell. That ball went a little past the line there.
Episcopal's going to look to get that point back after it barely missed the corner. Another serve from number 11 of Bishop O'Connell. That one just snuck in. It's going to be, that is 2-0 Bishop O'Connell.
That's an ace right there for number 11 on Bishop O'Connell. She's having a good day so far from serving.
That was a great serve. And she's going to go give it a third try.
If they go on 3-0 run here, that would really hurt Episcopal in the beginning of the game.
Great serve given over to Annabelle Savage. That's going to be hit up. Nala hit the spike, blocked. Going back over to Bishop O'Connell. Shot up, and it barely hits the corner. Point, Bishop O'Connell. That is 3-0.
That's a really good shot right there, Anderson. I mean, that was in the corner. That was top bins right there.
Yeah, that was a really great shot. Also a great return from the Episcopal line. The serve is in, and another ace from number 11. That is going to be 4-0 Bishop O'Connell.
Episcopal really needs a point right here, get their confidence back up.
Serve goes in, got by Episcopal, hit back up. They're going to hit it over the net, goes back up to 12. They're going to look for the spike here. Back over to Episcopal. It's going to be up in the air. Great return by Bishop O'Connell. Going to go back over to Episcopal. Great save by Annabelle Savage. Hit back up, and it just can't be saved by Bishop O'Connell. That's going to be 4-1 Bishop O'Connell.
What a rally there by both teams. That was some good volleyball right there. High quality, if I don't say so myself.
Great save by number 2, Annabelle Savage for Episcopal. Here comes the serve from sophomore Jonesy Matthews. That's just barely going to get out. 5-1 Bishop O'Connell.
Even though they lost the point there, they at least got 1 point back. They needed that one. Break the seal there.
Here we have a new person serving number 8 for Bishop O'Connell. She's going to serve this one over, returned by LMA Fitzgerald, hit back over by Episcopal, and just out of bounds. It's going to be point Bishop O'Connell. It is 6-1.
Bishop O'Connell is really playing well right here, Anderson. Episcopal's going to need to turn it up, come back.
Right, I think Episcopal's going to need to get the serve back and go on a run here if they want to stay in this. Returned by LMA Fitzgerald, hit back up. Annabelle Savage with the spike, returned by Bishop O'Connell. Finessed back over. Oh my. Nellie Miller with the spike, barely out. That's going to be point Bishop O'Connell.
That was a great dive there, though, by LMA Fitzgerald to keep that alive, even though they lost the point. Great effort there.
I have to agree with you, Drew. That's going to be 7-1 Bishop O'Connell. Serve coming in from number 8, and that is, oh wow, that one just caught the line. That was a great serve.
Great serve right there. It's pinpoint.
That's going to be 8-1 Bishop O'Connell. Episcopal really needs to get back in the game here, get on a run.
Bishop O'Connell's gone on a couple big runs here. Not great for Episcopal, but
their serve game has been unstoppable.
That is a great point.
Another one gone in, and oh my goodness.
Wow.
That one, once again, catches the line.
It looks like the Episcopal player might have tipped it, maybe. That might be why it's Bishop O'Connell point.
And that's going to be 9-1 Bishop O'Connell. Number 8 for Bishop O'Connell has really been killing it on the serves today. It's going to be hit to the Episcopal side. Annabelle Savage looks to hit it back over. Returned. Look for the spike here from Bishop O'Connell, and Episcopal just can't get there.
That's a great spike there by number 12 on Bishop O'Connell. Grace Maria. She's pretty tall, so she was able to get up there and get that ball down on the ground very fast.
True that. That's going to be 10-1 Bishop O'Connell. Hit back up, return. And that is going to be Bishop O'Connell point. Looks like Annabelle Savage didn't get all of that ball, and that's going to be Episcopal timeout.
It's not the start Episcopal was looking for here, but definitely still time to come back here for them.
I think we're definitely going to need to see some fight out of the Episcopal starting group.
Seems like Bishop O'Connell is coming off a successful season, though, last year, since they were state runner-ups. So it's not like Episcopal's dealing with a bad team here. They're very solid. So Episcopal comeback's not going to be easy, but it's definitely possible.
I definitely think this Episcopal team is very strong, too.
Got some height for sure.
Definitely, yeah. We also want to congratulate Nala Cornegie on her commitment to the University of Virginia.
Yeah, that's a special player right there in the Episcopal program. Going to carry on the brand for sure.
Let's see if she can help this comeback for the Episcopal team right here. We're going to see what she can make happen. Number 8 for Bishop O'Connell is going to look to serve this one in. Served over, and that one's going to get out, and that is a point Episcopal.
Much needed point there.
11-2.
That's big for Episcopal. Maybe they can.
Yeah, I really like that timeout from the Episcopal coach. Really get the troops rallied.
Yeah, as I was saying. Great
Nellie
run after
Miller with the serve in. Returned by Bishop O'Connell. Tipped back over. Jonesy Matthews is there. Nala Cornegie with the hit. Spiked back up by Bishop O'Connell. Returned. Spiked again by Annabelle Savage. Tipped up. Back to Bishop O'Connell it goes. And a wicked spike from number 12 on Bishop O'Connell. Grace Maria.
That had some power behind it.
That was an effective spike.
That was a big spike right there. That's the second one she's had this game. She's really starting to come on here.
She's really got some velocity on that spike.
Yeah, that's Grace Maria.
All right, we're going to see the serve coming in here by number 4 on Bishop O'Connell. Serve gets over the fence. Returned by Episcopal. And just tipped out. That's going to be Bishop O'Connell point. That is 13-2 Bishop O'Connell.
Looks like that ball just had a little too much power on it. Almost stayed in, though. Had the right idea
almost
there,
snuck
for
in.
sure.
Yeah, definitely right idea, Drew. Served back over, returned by Jonesy Matthews, hits it back up. Spiked by Ella Mae Fitzgerald. Returned to Bishop O'Connell. And that one is just out. That is Episcopal point. That's going to be 13-3 Episcopal.
Episcopal looking to mount a comeback here. Maybe that'll be the start right there.
Episcopal's really fighting to stay in this one.
See if they can get a little run here with this serve.
This one's going to be served in by number 16 from Episcopal. Returned by Bishop O'Connell. Set for the spike. Spiked by Bishop O'Connell. And Nellie Miller, number 12 on Episcopal, just can't get there. That's going to be 14-3 Bishop O'Connell.
That's another spike by Grace Maria there. She's
got a wicked spike.
Starting to take over this game.
What can I say, Drew? She came to play today.
Yeah, definitely activated takeover there.
Hit back over by Bishop O'Connell, returned by Episcopal. Jonesy Matthews sets it up. Elvin Fitzgerald with the finesse tap over. Oh my, spiked back over by number 12 on Bishop O'Connell. Oh my goodness, Drano.
She's really having a game here today. Looks like Annabelle Savage was centimeters away from getting that block back over there.
She was there. She got up.
Just
on
an
that
unlucky bounce there.
Right, what can you do?
Great play, though.
Set up by Bishop O'Connell, returned by Episcopal. Hit back over. Ella Mae Fitzgerald got some velocity on that one, but just didn't make it over the net. That's going to be 16-3 Bishop O'Connell.
I really like that spike, though, there. That had some good speed on it. It's a little higher and over the net, and that's a point for Episcopal. It's a great try, though.
Episcopal's really fighting to stay in this one. Serve goes back over. Stolen by LMA Fitzgerald. Hit over the net again. Returned by Bishop O'Connell. Hit back over to Episcopal. They set it up for the spike. LMA Fitzgerald slams it down.
Great spike by LMA.
Laying
Knew it
down
was
the
coming.
hammer.
As I said last point, she's had to get it over the net. It's going to be a point.
16-4 Episcopal, or Bishop O'Connell.
It's a great prediction right there by the announcers. Much needed point. Let's see if Episcopal can finally get a little run going here.
These are much needed points for Episcopal. This is number 1, Charlotte Head with the serve for Episcopal. Hits it over, returned by Bishop O'Connell. Set up for the spike. And that's going to be point Episcopal.
Looks like a Bishop player might have touched the net there.
I think that's what it was, Drew.
It's a great point by Episcopal. It's the first 2-0 run of the game, I think. It's much needed right there.
Here we go. 16-5 Bishop O'Connell. Another serve by Charlotte Head. Makes it over the net, returned by Bishop O'Connell. Set back up. Spiked over. Great block by number 4 on Episcopal. Set back up. LMA Fitzgerald with the spike. And that one is going to be point Episcopal. What a great return.
Another great spike by
Let's
LMA.
go. That's
LMA
huge.
is really starting to get it on right now.
That was huge for the team. We really needed that point.
That spike by LMA is pretty lethal.
I would tend to agree, Drew.
Need to get her in that position more so she can get that shot.
Serve over by number 1, Charlotte Head for Episcopal. That one is barely going to get out.
Looked like line to me there,
Just
Anderson.
missed the line.
I don't know about that call.
I don't know about that one, sir.
Got to go with what the ref says, I guess.
17-6, Bishop O'Connell. Substitution here from the Bishop O'Connell side. Served over by Bishop O'Connell. Returned by Episcopal. Set up for the spike. Great spike from Episcopal, but it looks like they want it to be tipped. But I just think it snuck out.
I guess no tip there was called by the ref. Episcopal
The
seemed to
Episcopal
think,
players were signaling for the tip, but they just didn't get it. That's going to be 18-6, Bishop O'Connell. That's a crucial point. A call like that can switch the momentum in a game.
Yeah, it's unfortunate we didn't get that one to go.
Serve in by Bishop O'Connell. Return by Episcopal. Set up. Leela Bond with the return. Great spike.
That's great placement right there. Put it where they couldn't reach it.
Absolutely money spike.
Perfect aim, perfect aim.
That's going to be 18-7 Bishop O'Connell. Served in by Episcopal. That one's going to roll over the fence and just not make it in. Bishop O'Connell point. Bro. Another substitution for Bishop O'Connell. This is going to be number 1. Serving it in. Served over by Bishop O'Connell. Returned by Episcopal. Just mishandled. That's going to be point Bishop O'Connell. 20-7. Bishop O'Connell with the lead.
Bishop O'Connell started to mount a pretty big lead here. See if Episcopal can cut in a little bit. Maybe get a couple points in a row here.
We have another serve here from number 1 on Bishop O'Connell. Hit over, returned by Episcopal. Set back up for the spike. Nellie Mellor with a great spike. And Bishop O'Connell just can't get there. That's going to be point Episcopal.
Another great placement on the spike from Episcopal. Really making the Bishop O'Connell players lay out for him.
That was a real hammer shot. I don't think I could have got there, Drew.
I don't know, Anderson. You got some reach for sure.
Serving by Episcopal, number 4. That one's going to make it over the net. Returned by Bishop O'Connell. Hit back over by Bishop O'Connell. Returned by Episcopal. Set up. Spike by Nala Cornegie, and it just misses. That's going to be point Bishop O'Connell. That is 21-8. Bishop O'Connell with the lead.
Episcopal spikes are coming just so close to hitting the line every time. They're just getting unlucky breaks here. Eventually they'll start falling, though, that's for sure.
I think we might see a timeout here in the near future. What do you think, Drew?
Thought there was one right there. Looks like they need a little bit of a ball switch right here. Would have been a great prediction, though, by Anderson Davis on the mic.
That would have been money, yeah. Serve in by Bishop O'Connell. Returned by Episcopal. Set up. Episcopal with the spike. Returned by Bishop O'Connell. Set back up. And it looks like that one was just out. And that's going to be point Episcopal. It is 21-9.
Looks like. Anderson, looks like there's actually a Bishop O'Connell point.
It looks like that one was overturned by the referee, and that's going to go 22-8 Bishop O'Connell.
Went to the replay booth on that one.
Served in by Bishop O'Connell, returned by Episcopal. Set up, spike, and just didn't get all of it. I'm sure she wants that one back.
Yeah, it looked like just kind of came off her hand wrong, but she'll for sure get it next time.
That is 23-8 Bishop O'Connell. I don't know, Drew. It's getting awfully close. Returned by Episcopal and just mishandled there.
Looks like a match point here for Episcopal. They're on the ropes to see what they can do.
Let's see if they can just keep on fighting. This is going to be a serve in by Bishop O'Connell, number 11. Serve makes it over the net, returned by Episcopal. Set up and spiked and swatted down by Bishop O'Connell, and I believe that is the game.
That was a great game by both teams there. The winning sets doesn't really reflect how close it was, I think.
Right, I would tend to agree. That was a real good game from both teams. So
yeah, well played, well played. All right, thank y'all for tuning in.